Hi, my name is Julie Anderson. I'm a consumer protection advocate, a whistleblower, and a cult survivor. I'm going to be reacting to a portion of a meeting that occurred in the Standing Committee on the Status of Women as they continue studying women's economic empowerment. The portion of the video I'm going to be reacting to is Peter Maddox, the president of the Direct Sellers Association of Canada, speaking on behalf of women to women about the direct selling industry. Truthandadvertising.org just published an investigation where they found 98% of multi-level marketing companies make misleading income claims. Truth in Advertising found that every multi-level marketing company that sat on the US DSA's board of directors, all of them were part of companies that made misleading income claims. And so I went onto DSA Canada's website to see the multi-level marketing companies that sit on the DSA Canada's board of directors. And all of them except one, all of those companies also make misleading income claims, according to Tina.org's most recent investigation. Tokera was the only one that wasn't listed in Tina.org's current investigation. But I did a quick Google search, a cursory Facebook search to be more accurate. I typed in Tokera and financial freedom. Right away, I came up with 2 Facebook posts. Multi-level marketing companies, MLMs, these schemes, they have an over 99% loss rate. This is how these schemes are designed. In Canada, 84% of participants that are considered independent sales consultants are women. Most women are being exploited and defrauded, and some of us have been abused by multi-level marketing. Multi-level marketing companies, MLMs, are schemes that are designed for most people to lose money. This is the only way they work. It's astonishing that they're allowed to exist. The other prong of the scam is that participants are led to believe that their inevitable failure is their fault, their losses. The people that are making money, the very small, infinitesimally small percentage at the very top, are doing so. They're earning money at the losses, from the losses of the people below them. The fact is that you're more likely to make money in a no product based pyramid scheme or even gambling roulette at Caesar's Palace in Vegas than you are in multi-level marketing. It's absurd that multi-level marketing companies are allowed to exist. Let's see what Peter Maddox from the Direct Sellers Association of Canada has to say.
Greatly appreciate that. We're now going to move over to Peter Maddox from the Direct Sellers Association. Peter, you have the floor for 5 minutes.
My name is Peter Maddox and I'm the president of the Direct Sellers Association of Canada. Thank you to the chair and to the committee for giving me this opportunity to speak today. DSA Canada is a national association founded in 1954. We have over 65 members across Canada, which include well-known and respected brands such as Mary Kay Cosmetics, Pampered Chef Cookware, Avon Cosmetics, and Cutco Knives. Every year, the direct selling sales channel accounts for an estimated $3.4 billion in Canadian retail sales, creates 1.4
retail sales. Peter Maddox, where are your these well-respected companies? Where is their data proving that these are retail sales? Because what's actually going on is that the distributors, the participants, the independent sales consultants, whatever you want to call them, the people that buy in for financial freedom and the business opportunity, those are actually the retail sales. Most of the sales are coming from within each pyramid structure.
$4 billion in tax contributions and contributes $1.5 billion in personal revenue to the over 1 million Canadians who participate as independent sales consultants.
What are the loss rates? Because most people lose money. So these statistics sound impressive, as if a lot of people are making a lot of money, when in fact the opposite is true. A lot of people are losing money because that's how these schemes are designed. Multi-level marketing companies are straight up fraud. All of them are violating Canada's Competition Act, Section 55.1, the very first bullet point. Requires a payment for the right to receive compensation for recruiting others into the MLM plan, compensation for recruitment.
84% of which are women. Similarly, many of our member companies have
84% of people in Canada that are purchasing the business opportunity are deceived into buying this ground floor opportunity are women. These are shocking statistics. Do you know that the definition of human trafficking more accurately fits what multi-level marketing is than the term direct selling? Take a look at this. This paragraph right here. And this is on Government of Canada's website, Public Safety Canada. You can look this up. I will put all the links below for you to look at. Human trafficking involves recruiting victims to exploit them for profit or forced labor. Traffickers can control and pressure victims by force or through threats, including mental and emotional abuse and manipulation. The reality of what multi-level marketing is that people aren't joining these things with a gun to their head. There's a really good quote in this book by Margaret Singer, Cults in Our Midst, quoting George Orwell. Orwell's genius was in sensing that combinations of social and psychological techniques are easier, more effective, and cheaper than the gun-to-the-head methods of coercion. Social and psychological persuasion is also less likely to attract attention and thus is less apt to mobilize opposition early and easily from those being manipulated. Most people that are involved in multi-level marketing will believe that they are part of something amazing, that they believe that their success is solely due to their hard work, consistency, and mindset, overcoming limiting beliefs, and working on leadership skills, personal development, to prevent them from self-sabotage. This is incorrect. This is a lie. They're a part of a fraud. Multi-level marketing guarantees that over 99% of people must lose. It's a dead-end road.
Strong women leading their corporate executive teams in Canada. For many decades, direct selling has empowered women by offering business training and opportunities to build new skills and independence.
He's saying that you're empowering women. Well, I'm one of the 84% of women that was not empowered. I was disempowered. Most of the 84% of women in Canada are disempowered by these fraudulent schemes. Those 84% of women in Canada are being defrauded and exploited. And many of us have been abused, and many women continue to be abused. This is the opposite of empowerment. Multi-level marketing does the opposite of empowering women. It disempowers women.
Firstly, as an introduction to entrepreneurship and business ownership, direct selling is
I need to stop you there again, Peter. Entrepreneurship, business ownership, you're not owning your own business. This is another deceptive tactic that multi-level marketing companies and the DSA likes to use. People that are signing up, paying a fee to join into a multi-level marketing company, they're not business owners. They're not purchasing a business license to run their home business in whatever community they're in. They have no say over the product development. These are contractors. They are sales associates. They're not business owners.
Inclusive avenue for Canadians to develop important transferable business and life skills, including sales and marketing, leadership, networking, and financial management. Our member companies commit millions of dollars every year to training women in competencies that benefit their careers, both in direct selling and in their broader working life.
Training women on broader competencies. I'd like you to expand on that and really pin down what you mean, because I was involved in multi-level marketing for 5 years. I know people in my community in Southern Alberta, people that I recruited, even customers, they would all disagree with what you have said. The thing is, when you start to speak out against multi-level marketing or the Direct Sellers Association, what they'll do is they'll say things like, you are a negative hater, you're uncoachable. They'll say that you didn't try hard enough. They'll say all kinds of excuses instead of the truth, which is that they're running a massive fraud. They use intimidation and harassment tactics to prevent victims, survivors from speaking out. There is not one multi-level marketing company that I'm aware of, or coach or upline, that does any training on simply tracking your expenses versus your income.
Secondly, ethics and trust are central to everything that DSA Canada stands for, and our members and their salespeople learn about and commit to our code of ethics annually.
And you have already violated those codes and ethics. Every member on your board of directors is a part of a multi-level marketing company that makes misleading income claims. Never mind the misleading health claims and whatever other kind of claims that they're making. Code of ethics.
Finally, direct selling helps to build and maintain strong social networks, connecting people in local communities.
It destroys your relationships. It does not build social networks. This is such a joke. I can't believe that he's allowed to speak at this standing committee on the status of women and says that multi-level marketing participation in an MLM builds social networks. You're a part of a multi-level marketing company and you start to, your social networks start to shrink in the real world. They only start to expand by connecting with other people in multi-level marketing. Because what we believe when we're in this is that we're a part of something so amazing and transformative. And we're encouraged to let go of the people that are telling us we're in a pyramid scheme or we're in a scam or have you tracked your expenses? Say you're holding me back. The emotional damage, the relationships that have been destroyed, the families that have been destroyed because of their participation in multi-level marketing is shocking, is devastating.
Particularly women and seniors, and proving healthy for mental and social well-being.
An outright lie. Isn't this just so disgusting how the DSA can get an audience with the Standing Committee on the Status of Women and actually speak about this? This is just shocking to me.
Annually, DSA Canada, our members celebrate Direct Sellers Day to recognise positive stories and inspiring people from our industry. I would like to briefly recognise a couple of last year's award winners. Wendy Castillo Varela of Monat Global is a single mum.
Wow, you're going to use a quote from Monat Global because that was the company that I was a part of that I also speak out against, exposing the truth of it. So you're going to now bring out a story that's a rags to riches, which is classic multi-level marketing deceptive technique. So you're going to say a single mom. So with Monat Global, let's just see what the reality is according to Monat Global Canada's income disclosure statement of 2022. 96.91% of participants are making an average of $20 a month. That average is actually, it's skewed because they're not quoting the median, which would be significantly less. $20 a month. Almost 97% of people are earning $20 on average a month. That's not empowering. That's disempowering.
Who immigrated to Canada and speaks Spanish as a first language. She successfully started a construction business, but when COVID hit, she was forced to be at home with limited income.
Look at this. This is a typical testimonial story that you will hear in any Facebook group or when you go to one of these large group awareness trainings. These stories are used to keep people in multi-level marketing longer, thinking that I can achieve this when the facts never change. The statistics don't lie. A single mom starting her own construction business, speaking Spanish, overcoming all these hurdles. This has nothing to do with statistics and facts and reality, which is that over 99% of people are losing money.
When she was introduced to many,
and most importantly, they believe that those losses are due to a character defect, that it's up to them. There's something wrong with them, that they failed. Their failure is solely on them. And that is horrifying.
Nate products, she found great success with them by sharing them with her Spanish-speaking community. In 2023, she won DSA Canada's direct.
I'll just translate that as well. It's by sharing it with the Spanish-speaking community, preying on another vulnerable community. This is also Affinity Fraud. Knowingly recruiting people into a scam where over 99% of people must lose money because that's how this thing is designed to work. And he's holding this up as an example.
Direct Seller of the Year award. Camilla Eves of ARBONNE Canada is an actress who started her direct selling career 15 years ago.
How interesting. Camilla Eves from ARBONNE. I just did a video on her and I did it with another anti-MLM advocate, Brandy Hadfield. So he's quoting somebody who has a lot of visibility within Canada. I didn't know who Camilla was. A lot of people do. So she was an actress. I'd never heard of her. But that's why he's using her as an example. There's very few people that you can use as an example in Canada.
It didn't take long for her to fall in love with direct selling and to help others to achieve their potential.
How many others have achieved this potential? Because I know I have spoken with people that were actually on her team and have left comments during my live videos. Other survivors, other multi-level marketing victims, specifically of Camilla's team in ARBONNE. She hasn't helped others reach their potential in multi-level marketing because that's an impossibility, because multi-level marketing companies are fraud. They're just scams. Most people must lose. It has nothing to do with helping people reach their potential.
2023, Camilla won our Mark of Distinction Award for Lifetime Achievement. These two stories hopefully provide a glimpse of how empowering our industry can be.
And the anti-MLM movement provides the reality of what's actually going on.
To assist women to overcome barriers and find empowerment via business, DSA Canada submits the following recommendations for this committee. Firstly, we ask that government continues to support independent contractor status.
Can't have employee status. This is where they're trying to, this is lobbying. This is how these multi-level marketing companies pressure, influence the government in order to keep going. So if you've ever come across one of my videos and you think, oh, how are these people so easily duped into getting into multi-level marketing? This individual, who is the president of the DSA of Canada, is permitted to speak at a federal level at the Standing Committee on the Status of Women right now. This is allowed to go on. All these people are hearing him. And who knows how many of them are believing him, because they're allowed to continue to exist. This is what we're up against. This isn't just about people getting sucked into a pyramid scheme that it wouldn't happen to you. This is happening at a federal level. This needs to stop. We need to contact our members of parliament and let them know that this isn't okay. You can write them, you can email them, you can even call them and set up an appointment and request to talk to them about multi-level marketing. These schemes should be banned. This is deplorable that Mr. Maddox is permitted to even speak at this committee, framing it as empowering women when the facts don't lie. Over 99% of people are doomed to lose money. And most of those people in Canada are women. 84% in Canada are losing money. And he's calling it that this is empowerment by quoting two examples of two people at the top of the pyramid scheme, one of which was Camilla Eves, who got in near the very beginning, which, as we all know, when you get in at the beginning of a pyramid scheme, lo and behold, you're at the top. You're at the top less than 1%. So he's citing these two examples of what is possible, falsely conveying that anybody can reach this potential when the opposite is true.
Our consultants are classified as independent contractors and have the freedom to commit varying levels of time and effort to their role. It is important that government policy discussions relating to the gig economy and the evolving reality of working Canadians carefully consider the impact any legislative or regulatory changes could have on true independent opportunity.
A true independent opportunity isn't multi-level marketing. You can be let go at any time. You might even have to sign some agreement that says you can never post anything negative about the company. The company can just change its name overnight and completely just change itself, like Transact Card to Finmore. And you as a participant has absolutely no say in the matter. What needs to happen at a legislative level is multi-level marketing companies need to be banned. They need to be recognized for the frauds they are. And people, as you start to write your members of parliament, a boycott, a countrywide boycott. Stop supporting all multi-level marketing companies. That will get the message across. That's Primerica Insurance, WFG, ACN, Monat, ARBONNE, Pampered Chef. It doesn't matter the multi-level marketing company. This is how we can make our voices heard.
Secondly, broadband internet access is vital. Without universal access to high-speed communication technology, both direct selling businesses and other entrepreneurial opportunities for women are negatively impacted. This in turn...
Stop speaking on behalf of women, Peter Maddox. Shame on you. This is revolting.
Impacts the general economic well-being of Canadian communities. Government must continue to invest in this tool that democratizes opportunity. We applaud existing efforts, but more dollars and determination are needed now to rapidly connect Canadians. Thirdly, federal regulation must not hinder the ability of entrepreneurs to operate successfully. As an example, Health Canada is currently proposing to institute significant fees on natural health products of the type sold by...
Well, we wouldn't want that. We wouldn't want Health Canada to be interfering with the false health claims that many of your members of the Direct Selling Association violate all the time, daily, on social media. Pick your platform, Peter. But we don't want Health Canada interfering with us continuing to exploit, defraud, and abuse women. 84% of participants in multi-level marketing schemes are women. Virtually all of those 84% of women are losing money.
By many of our member companies. Not only do these fees appear excessive, but they will likely lead to a reduction in products marketed in Canada, reducing choice for consumers and entrepreneurial opportunities for Canadian women.
Reducing the import of more useless supplements that aren't regulated, that aren't properly labeled in both languages. That's a good thing.
As the government endeavours to empower women and create economic activity, they must consider the impact of fees and bureaucracy on opportunity and participation.
Women empower women. Not multi-level marketing, Peter Maddox.
The direct selling industry plays an important but often unsung role in the growth of the Canadian economy and the success of women. We look forward to continuing to...
You do not play a role in the success of women.
Work with the federal government to ensure that this mutually beneficial relationship continues. Thank you, and I welcome your questions.
Thank you very much, Peter.
This is what I wanted to show you, just to give you peeking behind the curtains. What's going on in government that multi-level marketing companies are still allowed to exist? How do they get in to speak to these members of parliament? How can the president of the DSA say these like outright lies? You know, the truth is that most victims, most people that are recruited into multi-level marketing companies, just like I was, will believe that we're joining something that is this incredible business opportunity. And we will believe that our inevitable failure is our fault. We don't think it's going to be an inevitable failure. We think we are going to pour so much time and resources, time away from our social networks that Peter Maddox says are actually strengthening, when in reality, they're weakening. Women that have come forward, people that have come forward, have been harassed, intimidated into silence. They have been, the DSA, members of the DSA, their companies will tell women saying that you just didn't believe hard enough. They believe that an endless chain recruitment model is legitimate business, when anyone can see, with the most basic understanding of math, that MLMs are frauds. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.